I'm here with Harvey. Hi Harvey.
Hi, how you doing? You alright?
Alright, and he's going to show me how to use this vehicle. So go ahead Harvey, how do I use it?
Okay, first of all we start off with the keys. We don't insert the keys anywhere at all. It picks up that you've got the keys. You can put it inside your pocket, you can put it anywhere you like. All you do is start off with this is a power button. If you put your foot on the brake.
On the brake, yep.
And just touch it once. Basically, it's just telling you the vehicle has started. And on the screen you can see right now it's in battery mode.
Is that because we've got the doors open?
Yep.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let's sort that out. Right, we've got the doors closed now, so go ahead Harvey.
Okay, well right now it is actually ready to drive. You can't hear anything, it's because it's actually in electric mode and the batteries are firing and ready to go basically.
So the engine is running?
It's running, it is actually running. But what I'll show you first, on this button here is the drive mode button. Basically, once you press this on your screen, you'll see it will change. It'll say drive mode. One will say normal.
Yeah.
I'll put that back on again. One will say sport.
Let's zoom in and have a look. So sport, what does that mean?
Sport, obviously it gives you the most amount of torque at the same time, including the electric power and the generator motors all working together to give you the most amount of power in there.
So would I use that on the motorway?
You could do if you want to have a little bit of fun in it, I suppose. It's a little bit more torque here. But on the motorway, the best one to use would be the hold button. And what hold means is it switches over. You're going to see it in a second. Switches over from electric to petrol.
Oh, okay.
So what it will do, it will maintain the electricity. It won't use any electricity because obviously if you hit the motorway, you're going to do more than your 30-mile range. So
we only have a 30-mile range on the electricity.
Just electric
correct?
Alone.
Yep.
That's right. But once that runs out, it goes straight onto the generator.
Yeah.
The engine, the 1.4 engine powers the generator, which the generator powers the four wheels.
Yeah.
So it's always running on electric basically. It's the first electric vehicle of its kind to always be running on fully electric.
Uh-huh.
And it's what they call it. It's a extended range fully electric vehicle is the exact name for this vehicle. So
it's would this be what's called a hybrid then? It's a petrol and an electric car, not?
No, I wouldn't call it a hybrid because it's always running on electricity.
Uh-huh.
The generator, the motor is only to power the generator, which powers the four wheels. So it's always running with electric. The only reason they've put the engine in there is to give you that extended range, which can go up to 300 miles.
Oh.
And so on, like a normal car, you can literally fuel it up if you're getting a bit low. If you've got it on hold mode, your electricity will stay the same.
Okay.
So if you get to around town and you're only going to drive around town, you can switch that back into electricity mode.
Mm-hmm.
Switch it back.
By doing this.
Yeah, it goes back to normal. It's the first button,
and it's
you see.
back on normal, okay.
And you can see it switching over, and it's got a little battery symbol there.
So that tells me when I need to be worrying and getting to charge.
Well, yeah, that tells you how many miles you've got. You see, it says 34 on the side there. That's what you've got in your electric range.
So 34 miles is technically a full tank, is that the right?
On the battery.
On the battery. I mean, I'm obviously using old-fashioned terminology now.
That's perfect.
But that's the terminology I know, a full tank.
That is actually the right way. So.
Okay.
Also, there's another button here. It's like a leaf button, basically.
It looks a bit environmental.
Yeah, it's a bit of economy button, basically. It tells you how everything's working, all your energy information.
So I press this button here,
no, just this one.
This one, the leaf.
Yep.
And then it brings up on my screen my information, energy info, it says.
Energy info, yeah.
So I'm getting 29.4 miles to the gallon, is that correct?
Well, yeah, that was me driving.
That was you driving here,
yeah,
okay.
I'm a bit heavier than the usual. But all of this is touch screen as well, so you've got your charging on there as well. And tells you it's complete, but you've also got your power flow, so you can flick with these at any time.
Wow, look at this.
And as you're driving, all these wheels are spinning around, just to it will show you that the power's generated from the generator, powers the battery, which powers then the wheels, and you can see that working along as you're driving.
Right,
So
okay.
All the time, like I said, it's always electric. That's what makes it different from any other electric vehicle.
So there are other manufacturers who have done electric vehicles, but this one, the Vauxhall Ampera, Ampera, have I said it right?
Yeah, that's fine.
You say it.
Ampera.
Ampera.
Yeah, that's
Ampera. Right. Okay. So the Vauxhall Ampera, you're saying it's different from the other electric vehicles?
Totally different. It's the first one of its kind.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first.
Oh, I'm delighted to have got this one to review. How exciting. Okay, and so just so that my understanding, because my very limited knowledge of the mechanics of vehicles, when you are driving a regular petrol motor or diesel motor, you've got your, am I right in thinking you've got your, is it your carburetor that keeps things charged inside? Is that right?
Alternator.
Oh, you see, I told you I had limited knowledge. Okay, alternator. Yeah. So with this, I mean, obviously, I'm fully charged right now.
Yep.
I set off on a journey. I've got a 34-mile range according to my dashboard.
You've got a whole, and right there in the bottom left-hand corner gives you a total range, of which you've got 286 right now.
And that's because I've got a full tank of
You've got a full tank of electricity and a full tank of fuel.
Fuel. And what fuel does this take?
It's unleaded, it takes.
Unleaded petrol.
Unleaded petrol.
So unleaded petrol. I have a full tank of fuel and I have a full tank of electric charge.
Yeah, we can call it that.
We can call it that. A full battery. Okay.
Full battery, you can call
so
it
I need to get with the lingo. So that is my complete range, 286 miles. Is that correct?
It does usually say 300, but from the petrol station.
Of course, you've had to put right. So here, from that then, 300 miles. I'm based in Yorkshire right now. I could drive all the way to where? London?
Past London.
Past London.
Way past London, yeah. London from here is only 160 miles, maybe, is it?
Right, is it? So I could get past London in this then?
You can get London and back, actually.
No way.
Yeah, you can get to London and back.
Without having to charge or refuel?
Yeah, without refueling and charging, so you get to there and back just from that one load that you've got there.
Fantastic, I love it.
It can actually do more miles depending on how you drive, how hard you brake, how hard you accelerate.
I see. So if you're driving quite calmly, you're not being a boy racer.
That's right. You can extend your range from whatever it says there, and it can actually go up to the gentler driving standard. So shall I say?
Lovely. I see you've put on climate control there. So how did you do that?
What we've got here, all of these are touch buttons as well as touch screen. And all I did for the climate was press the climate button.
Yeah.
And we've got heated seats in here, the aircon, obviously it shows you can press which way you want to direct it, climate control, everything is all literally on here, how you'd like it. You can literally adjust anything and everything.
And this, where I'm pressing now, climate, there doesn't look like there is a button. Do I just press in that area?
Did you hear the sound of that?
I didn't hear it. Do it again. Okay, I heard that. Yes.
That little click means it's acknowledged you're touching it, basically.
I'm with you, because here underneath, if I can just find my, where are we? Here we go. So, I've just turned that off. I've just pressed something. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, you've just pressed the button below, which is the DVD button.
Oh, I see. We can see what I was trying to point out was you can actually see that there's a button there, whereas with the climate, there's no button there.
Yeah, you can't see any button.
So I got it. So, sorry, why don't you tell me, Harvey, what I've just done? That's the DVD button, and what have I just done there?
You just activated the DVD button. It's gone from climate to DVD. So all that tells you that we've actually got a DVD in there right this second. I can play it if you like.
Why don't you play it and let's see? Show me how to play it.
It's already in there, so I'll take it out. That's the eject button here.
Okay, so that's gone onto the radio. I see when you eject. Right. So here's my DVD, and this is a guide, is it, to the?
Yeah, it's the Ampera users DVD.
So everybody who buys one of these vehicles will get the DVD.
Yeah. Get one.
So show me what it does.
All you do is literally put it in.
Reading disc.
Acknowledge, that you put a disc in there. It's figuring out if it's a music one or a DVD, because obviously it's a DVD player as well. So it's a CD player as well for your music tracks. So you can play you can play movies on there and all sorts to keep the kids entertained. You can do whatever. So it plays on this screen here. So wouldn't that be distracting for the driver? Oh, when you're driving, obviously you've got it in park at the moment, so. So it lets me play it. But as soon as you put it in one of the drive functions. Drive mode, yeah, it will just literally give you a black screen, but you can still hear it. Oh, I'm with you. So I see, because they don't want to distract you from your driving. That's right. Okay. And once DVD's in, it's obviously showing it's acknowledged it and it's red. So all you do is press another button here, which is a play one. Yeah, play button. I see that. Yeah. And that will come up. And we've got Steve Lang from Vauxhall telling us all about our Vauxhall Ampera. Who will tell it more in depth than I actually will. Excellent. So this is kind of
like the user's guide. This is the manual. This is what...
Yeah, it doesn't replace the manual, but it's an extra bit of information basically to help you out with the info technology. That's what they call the system, the information technology, so you can monitor it. It's just an extra bit that you can't get from a little book or something.
I like this though, because some people learn better by seeing rather than reading.
That's right. Yeah, some people don't. Some people, everyone's different, aren't they? So. And
we all take in our information in different
so obviously
ways.
You don't have to watch this. You can just go straight to the manual, and it's got everything in the manual. Obviously, more in depth than this.
Excellent.
But it's a user's guide basically.
I like it. So Harvey, if you wouldn't mind just turning that off for a second.
Yep. We can put it to. Obviously, it's got a radio button as well, so you can switch it straight to any of these. We've got AM, FM.
Yeah.
And
we've got DAB, digital radio. Awesome.
And it's obviously touchscreen. And to change any station, you can just turn this along.
And it'll find the next station.
Yeah, and you can just go through the whole. You can go through whatever you want to select.
So I see they've got Heart, Capital, BBC.
Yeah, wherever you go, you can tune it in, and it will pick up the local stations from your area as well.
Awesome.
So just as you're driving along, so that's pretty good like that.
I like that. And just tell me, while I'm thinking about it, has it got the facility that I can hook up my iPhone so that I can play my own music?
In here we've got so this an iPhone connection right down there.
I see.
And next to that is a USB connection. So the people who don't have iPhone connections, or they can connect their iPods. Or...
There we go. So a USB and an iPhone.
Yeah, so you can connect anything.
That iPhone connection, was that the... Let me just go back there a second. Was it... I can't get the camera down there really well.
Yeah, it's just a little pin there.
So it's a little pin, but my iPhone... I've got an iPhone 5 and it's got one of those very small connectors.
Yeah, that should go in there. It's a tiny...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that will go in there. Or if that doesn't, you can also connect it to a USB.
I can also do it USB, which is the way I charge it anyway. So.
I've got a cigarette lighter in here as well.
Okay. Oh, they call them power sockets now, don't they? Because with all this no smoking.
No smoking, that's right, they are power sockets.
And we've got a couple of cup holders there. From a mum's point of view, I have to be practical. I need cup holders.
It's also very stylish the way it's set out as well. It's set out like a futuristic sort of vehicle in my eyes. Really.
I love it. I do.
It does look. It's different, really. Isn't it?
I noticed this button here. This says parking. So this is my handbrake, presumably.
That is actually your handbrake.
Excellent.
To activate that, you have to put your foot on the brake.
Let's do that then. Hang on a sec. Okay, so my foot's on the brake.
We've already got the handbrake up at the moment.
Yeah.
To put it down, I'll let you press it. You just push it down once. And you can hear the back brakes releasing.
I heard, yes. Yep. Should I take my foot off the brake now? No.
But it won't move anywhere because we are actually in park.
We're not in gear, are we? Is this an automatic, by the way? This is an automatic car, isn't it?
It's an automatic, but it has no gears.
Oh, okay.
It's a fully electric vehicle. It has no clutch and it has no gears.
I didn't even notice that it didn't have a clutch until you just said.
Yeah, it's got no. The way they've designed it is very well. It's like I said, it's a fully extended range.
I tell you what, let's just turn off the radio if you don't mind, just so that I can make sure that I hear you properly. That's it.
Yeah.
And would you mind if I put the part back on?
Yeah,
just so I can
and what we do to put the part back on is literally put your finger there and pull it up.
You do it then. Let's see. I'll watch you do it. So now I've heard that noise, I can take my foot off this. Right, let's do it.
Obviously, you get a red parking sign on your screen dashboard over there.
I see that, yes. So we know we're in park, and I can see right next to it there's a green circle with a P circled.
Yeah, obviously that's park, reverse, neutral, drive on the top hand.
Yes, I see that. And what's the L at the end?
The L is just literally like going up. You can keep the rev for a bit longer, and it keeps it going basically a bit harder if you're going up hills or something like that.
Okay, what does L stand for then?
The L, I can't remember right this second what the L stands for. I did have it in my head.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, it's like an uphill.
It's for uphill, okay.
Yeah, it's uphill sort of climb there.
Awesome. And
then you can also do that from the mountain from here as well. Like if I go back to here again, drive
mode, yeah.
You've got normal, sport.
So if we go back onto our screen, normal, sport.
Mountain underneath.
It says mountain. You can't see it very well because there is actually a sticker over the top that says this vehicle may be fitted with options over and above its standard specification. Well, that's wonderful, but should I take that sticker away or should I leave it on?
It's totally up to you. It's for other customers just to let them know that obviously this is a...
I'd better leave it on then because this car unfortunately is not mine to keep. No, it does have to go back, so I'd better leave it on. But trust us that it does say mountain underneath that sticker.
All that's for is actually like when You'll rarely use it in this country. As for really steep mountain hill climbs like you get in Italy, Switzerland, really steep hills, but we just stick it back.
So we're using drive mode, and you're going to put it in what?
Back to normal.
Back to normal.
And that's just back to electric mode.
Excellent. Okay, one question I do have before I forget to ask you. We're going to a music festival in the summer, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Lovely.
And one thing that I was a little bit scared about taking this vehicle to the festival, because whilst obviously I'm happy with the range this car has, it's going to be sat in a field for 3 days with no hope of a charging point anywhere nearby. So will the vehicle...
It will maintain its electric charge.
That was what I wanted to know. So it will maintain its electric charge.
It will maintain the whole electric charge. Obviously, if you drive it down there in hold mode, the mode that I showed you, which literally just uses the generator and the petrol, and it stores the electricity.
Yep.
Literally, it puts it to the side. It saves it for when you need it, or i.e. you don't have a charging point and you still need electricity in there.
Excellent.
So it's always maintained. It doesn't use it until you actually want to use it.
Thank for that, because do you know, I was a little worried. I thought, if I'm in a field and I've got no hope, all the mobile phones run out, nobody can charge up the phones, so all your tweets and your Instagrams all stop 2 days into the festival, unless you want to go pay for charging, which we never do.
No, so. fair, totally understandable. But yeah, you've got nothing to worry about there. It always has its electric when you need it.
Awesome.
Or underneath here as well, which does use a bit more electric. If you're like sitting here like we are in electric mode, it's the heated seats.
Heated seats. Okay, I'll just come a bit closer because that's it. Yeah.
That means also it's on the highest power basically.
Because you've got 3 things lit up.
Three things lit up. To get that down, you just press it. And you can see it going down, press it again.
Awesome.
Let's lower the temperature, obviously, lower the intensity. And obviously when all the lights are off, it's totally off.
Excellent. And I can feel a nice air-conditioned breeze coming out of the unit at the moment.
Yeah, it's got the air-con is slightly on it. That's back to climate, obviously.
Back to climate.
Adjust everything, turn it all off.
You can do it by touching the screen,
You can do it by touching the screen. You can do the heated seats from here. You can do literally everything from the screen as well.
Okay, well, I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing inside.
That's right.
I would
I've got one more thing to show you, actually.
Please do, yes.
You'll never need to use this, but it's obviously...
I like that very handy little compartment,
there. Another little charging port. Obviously, you can put your sat-navs in there.
So it's got no inbuilt sat-nav, no?
Oh, yes, it has.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it's got an inbuilt sat-nav as well, but I was just going to show you this first. Not many people know about this.
Oh,
obviously,
show me.
If your key stops working, and you have to actually physically get in, just by chance the battery could run out, or
I see,
your key isn't recognised.
Yeah.
We've got an override switch
let me just get into position then. Let's see if I can get this.
You see a little hole here. It is under the mat.
Let's have a look. I can't quite angle the camera down.
Yeah, it's very hard to get that. It's literally down.
It's down there. Okay, let me see where you point then from here, and I'll show from here.
I've got the key right there.
You've got the key there, yeah.
And this is under the mat.
Under this mat, yeah.
So it's totally hidden away. It's just an override function.
Okay.
So you can stick the key in, turn it there, and it reads the key again. So.
I'm with you. Okay. Well, it was a bit tricky to actually view the hole, but you can see whereabouts on the vehicle that override button is located.
Under the mat, yeah. It's the only hole there, so there's no other place to put it, basically.
Awesome. So I saw that you had a point there for sat navs and other charging.
We've got a nav button here as well. So if you don't have a sat nav,
it's all in there.
It's all inbuilt.
Fantastic.
And to use a sat nav, it's very simple. It's got a button next to it. It's destination.
Yep, I see that.
Press that once.
Yep.
And you can literally go to points of interest, or you can enter the address.
So would I just put a postcode in there then?
Yeah, you can put a postcode in, you can put a road name in, you can put anything in. To activate that, you press this middle button here.
Yep.
And then as you can see, it comes up with the keyboard, city, street name, obviously country, because I think it's got a European sat nav on this version here.
Right, okay.
So you can take it abroad, and it's got the...
It really comes with all the bells and whistles, doesn't it?
Does.
This one.
If you get too far in and you don't know how to go back, there's a back button here.
Yeah.
And obviously you can just come straight out of anything that you've been into. But next to the back button is a configuration button.
Yeah.
People call it config, but the actual word is configuration.
Yeah.
Press that, and you've got all your settings on here, basically. You can scroll along. can go to your display, you can go to the vehicle, you can go to the phone. I'll show you how to connect the Bluetooth to
Great, yes, if you could, yeah.
I'll go to the phone at the moment. And you can click on any one of these, but obviously it's just in case you want to go through anything or change any settings or anything like that. Not many people do this if you're doing a test run anyway. We've got Bluetooth on there as well. Activation, we've got the whole list. But it's all, you don't have to do any of this. All of this can be done from the steering wheel.
Okay.
So the whole phone can be connected from the steering wheel, from the voice recognition system.
Right.
So, not to worry about any of this, I'll show you a button over here. It's on the steering wheel, and it's with a phone and a voice button there.
Okay.
So if we press that.
Please start speaking after the beep.
What shall I say?
Add device.
Add device.
Or pair.
Pardon?
Or pair phone.
Pair phone.
No phone connected. You can say pair or select device.
And they say pair.
Select device.
Or pair, you should have
Pair. Sorry.
That's alright, it takes a bit of time. I don't think she's going to like those.
I didn't think she understood.
Pair.
Pair.
You can say pair, select device, voice feedback, help or cancel.
Pair.
Do you want to add or delete a device?
Add. Add. She does understand that
Pardon?
Yorkshire accent. Add.
Using the pair function in the external device,
So you go
enter
to your
1, 2, 3, 4 to pair.
Make sure your Bluetooth's on your phone, obviously.
So my Bluetooth is on my phone. Let's just have a look at that, if you can see the screen. So my Bluetooth is on, and what do I do now there,
Click
Harvey?
onto your Bluetooth,
Click onto Bluetooth.
and it should find the Vauxhall Ampera.
It says UHP
Yeah,
7369.
yep.
So let's go
Some
on.
say Vauxhall Ampera, some say Vauxhall on it, some say a UHP and a certain digits.
And it says PIN number, so we
Yeah.
need to add this code, which she's
Which is
just
shown
given
on,
me.
Yep, shown on the screen still.
There, put that in. And then it says pair, so let's go to
Do you want to
pair.
pair the device?
Yes, love.
Pardon?
Yes. It's the Yorkshire accent,
No,
you
you
see.
don't-
Paired. Ending session.
Paired, it's done.
Yeah, that's done.
Connected.
Yeah, that's done.
Awesome. So I can now listen to my music
Yeah, you can listen to your music obviously through your
from my
Bluetooth.
phone. I can
Answer
speak
calls.
to my husband.
Yeah, and you can do it all from, if someone's ringing you,
Yeah.
answer it.
That's
hang
how I
up,
answer and hang up. Yeah.
Volume, we've got everything on there on the right hand side of your phone.
Fantastic. I love that. Awesome. Okay, so the only other thing that I need to ask you, Harvey, is about charging, because I feel like I've got a good idea of
Yeah.
the inside of the vehicle.
No, you seem like an intelligent woman. I can guarantee you that you, by pressing a few buttons, is the best way of actually finding out what everything does. I've shown the main bits of it, but like I said, you'll be able to figure
I'll pick it up.
you'll
It
pick
looks pretty good.
It's designed for basically everyone to use. It's easily functionable. And
Well, it really is a beautiful car. Let's go outside and you can show me how I'm
I've
going to
got
charge
one
this.
or two more things
please
in
do.
there,
Yes,
actually.
please do.
We've got the cruise control on here. Which
Okay.
You press forward.
I love cruise control.
Yeah, and obviously you'll see a sign. It won't go nowhere now, but you'll see a white sign that comes up there.
Oh, I see
The cruise
that.
control
Yeah.
Sign.
Let's zoom in a little. There we go. That's it.
Yeah.
The white one
That's
next
the
to
white
park.
one, that's
yeah.
the one.
It's telling me you've got your door open. Can
Yeah,
you
I've
see?
got my door
it said,
open.
"Oh, you can leave it open," but it says on there there's a red door open. Okay.
Cancel that. And obviously,
Okay.
if you're driving along the motorways, is when you use cruise control.
You would, yeah.
And then obviously, say if you're doing about 40 already, you can literally just press down to set it. So
Yeah.
say you're already doing it, it'll do it. It'll set it at that speed that you're
Or
actually
if I
doing.
want to if I'm doing 48 and I want to take it up to 50 and stay in
Yeah.
a 50 zone.
Yeah, so what you press down once to set it that you're doing,
Yeah.
and then obviously then you can, your whole speed is controlled by this.
So you just knock it up one or two.
and
Yeah.
it'll show you on the screen how fast that you want to go, how fast you set it up for,
Yeah.
and how fast you're actually going.
Fantastic.
And obviously to turn it off, you can
just push the
cancel button here,
Yeah.
or you can just literally flick this off and the light goes off.
Fantastic.
Another thing is, I know I'm going.
No, you're all
bubbling on a
right.
little
You
bit.
go for it. It's an interesting
Because
vehicle.
it's such a quiet vehicle and no one can hear this
Yeah.
coming up like to pedestrian crossings or anything. What they've done, they've got a horn as it is, a normal horn that's down here.
Which is here. Let's
Yep.
this one.
Yep.
Okay, I hear
But
that.
there's also another horn that's here on the side.
On the side
like
of the indicator button.
Yeah, it's a warning horn.
Well, I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's usually obviously when you're
Vehicle's
in drive,
running.
yeah, you're
Okay.
in drive and you hear a little dun. It's like a little double horn, but it's very
and what?
light.
So it's not. It doesn't sound like
No, it
that.
doesn't sound like that.
It's more sort of beep beep.
It's to let people know that you're actually here.
So they don't go walk out in front of the road.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because it is actually so quiet that no one hears it. It's a real head turner as well when people see it from far, but
I bet.
they can't hear it.
They can't hear it.
So
Okay.
That horn is a lifesaver, basically.
I will give that a try when I'm on the road doing the school run this afternoon, especially doing the school run
Yeah,
this
especially
afternoon.
doing
The
the
kids
school
can't hear it. Okay.
No, but other than
Awesome.
that's all inside, really.
Thank you so much, Harvey. Let's go outside and see the electric charge.
Right, what we're going to show you here is a couple of buttons that are hidden literally right there. One, obviously, you can see is a fuel button, and the
Yeah.
other is electric one.
I see.
If you press the fuel one once,
Yeah.
and
Push
it's
that
literally right behind you,
Let's see where that.
and that literally all it does is just release the fuel cap. then
So
you
that
just
fuel
push it
cap
in.
is locked the rest of the time.
Yeah, well, as soon as you're driving, it's obviously locked. No one can open it.
Yeah.
After you press the release button,
Yeah.
you can literally press it in once and it's released.
Open it up.
And yeah,
Standard. Everyone's used to that.
everyone's
yeah.
used to it. No diesel, you can't fit in here anyway because it's obviously the petrol.
So it's unleaded petrol,
Unleaded
and then we
petrol.
just fill up and then we shut
Shut
it
it like a normal car.
like a normal car.
Yep. And for the charging point,
For the
obviously,
electric,
there's a button here.
So press that one. I take it that releases the
Yep,
electric
that releases,
cap.
you can hear that one actually.
Okay, let's have a look. Why don't you show me where that
I'll
is?
show you that one. So, obviously you can see around here that it's already flipped open.
It's at this side of
And
the
it-
car.
yeah,
Okay.
It's ready to go, and obviously that's the 3-pin charging point there.
Excellent.
So
and
what
I've
I'll
just.
show you, I'll show you in the boot where all of that is kept.
Okay.
Go around to the back. Got a little
Sort of a
blind here.
parcel shelfie kind of thing. Yeah.
Load blind cover as they call it. But everything is all under here. I'll
Okay.
get it out for you as well. This one here, you can plug straight into your wall socket.
Oh, so that's for a normal domestic plug.
Normal domestic plug.
Okay.
And it's totally safe and tested. So,
So if you're staying at someone else's house and
Yeah,
they
you
don't
can-
have a
yeah, if they don't have a 3-pin
a
like
3-pin plug, which we've just had installed.
installed, yeah, not many people do unless
Yep.
they obviously buy the vehicle. You can literally part this up and plug it in anywhere.
Fantastic.
Obviously, everywhere they take it. Shall I show you how to use?
Yes, please
this
do.
thing?
Show me how to use that.
Obviously, you've probably got one of these connected at your home, haven't you?
I have
The
it.
new one, and it looks like this.
This nozzle, it's sort of hooked up. I've got a photo which I'm
It's
going to
sitting
put on
up-
the blog
it's